We arrived here in the latter part of 1945, and it was only I hadn't been to very many church meetings by the time a stake conference came. The Diamond Ward, of course, was meeting in the old Diamond Ward Chapel off Fruitvale and MacArthur intersection. And the stake center then was on the corner of Moss Avenue and Webster. Brother McConkie came down and he asked me then to serve as the stake president, replacing Elmo Smith. We had so few youth programs that we finally had to create, as a part of the solution to this, one of the first senior wards in the church. And that was a big change. It was not easy to do, but we had the notion that we weren't, number one, we weren't serving the older people in our wards as well as we might have, because we were busy with youth and trying to find them and so on. And so we decided we would take all of the elderly people from, I think it was 4 wards at the time, but I'm not sure, the first, third, and fourth wards, and combine them into a single senior ward, which we continued to call the third ward, and then the other ward, or wards, had all of the younger people with children in their families, in their ward. So it gave them more families with children, because all of the ones without children moved into the third ward. But we started to reactivate senior members who were in our ward who hadn't been active for many, many years. My mother was born in Wales. Came here as a young girl, 14. My father's progenitors were from England. To my knowledge, no one in the missionary department was aware of either one of those background to me. Well, they may have been, but I doubt it. And so I thought it was not happenstance that Stella and I were called to the England Bristol Mission, which covered all of Wales and the heartland, the west country of England. And of course, we thoroughly enjoyed it. I have a great love for England because of my progenitors there. And to this day, if I couldn't live here, I'd live in England. I like everything about it. It's the people and the climate, and if I was in England, I'd be a royalist. I like everything about it. This is not written any place, and nobody's around that could disprove what I'm going to tell you, but this is the way it happened, according to what President Stone told me. In his visits with President Richards, he envisioned, I'm careful that it wasn't a vision, but he envisioned a facility for the use of stakes that would serve in metropolitan areas with multiple stakes, and metropolitan areas more than a single stake. Now, I don't think having 2 stakes in a building was unheard of, but it wasn't common. So he wanted a stake center that would serve not only multiple stakes, but in metropolitan areas that were diverse, as Oakland was. He envisioned a facility that could be used for purposes other than member use, in building bridges, making friends, outreach into the community. And that was the basis for this unique stake center, of which there is none like it in the church. The humongous auditorium. The stage is the same size as the San Francisco Opera House, the proscenium. All of these things were unheard of And were it not for President Richards, would never have passed muster with the building committee. And this building, of which there is none like it in the church, there is no building in the church that has the usage to compare with this. Arguably, and I could be a fraction off, this building is used 365 days a year for 1 to maybe 10 events. There's no other building in the church that's used that way. And we actively seek opportunities to use this unique facility to make friends for the church in an outreach, to build bridges into a very diverse community. Have we been successful? Well, I think so. I wish that Stella was here, whom you knew, but I have to keep mentioning something that is true, that of all of the activity I've had and fun that I've had in this thing, little or none of it would have been possible without a companion that I had. Because she was so supportive, so involved, if you will, in the things that we did here, that I can't tell you how much her presence in the effort here has contributed to what's been able to be accomplished.